Hi, I'm Melissa Ambers, and I am the author of Embrace the Future AI's Role in the Workplace. Um, I hope you've been following us in our previous videos. If you have not and you are just joining, go back and watch the previous videos to get that information. We're going through this entire book, dropping some gems that we have in here and letting you know why and how this book can be beneficial to your daily operations, to your staff, within your training. And it's even, a great tool for business students. So, students that's going through business classes, this could be a great study guide and a resource for those students. So, today we are in chapter 4, and the title of chapter 4 is Pivoting Your Mindset, Unlearning and Relearning. It's about opening yourself up as much as possible to new thinking, maximizing your flexibility, what's known as learning agility. To learn, you have to unlearn some things and adapt to all that comes with it. Relearning is the process of acquiring knowledge, getting rid of outdated information, updating skills to adapt to new perspectives, advancements, or changes in a new era. We talked about that previously as well about unlearning and relearning. And this chapter kind of really goes into that on what can happen by you taking care of this and really understanding what that is and what that means. Um, in the first section in here, the necessity of adaptability in the age of AI. What why adaptability is paramount in this era. The acceleration of change, automation and job transformation, embracing technological advancements, globalization and connectivity, lifelong learning, problem solving and critical thinking, agility and resilience, innovation and creativity, competitive advantage, personal and professional growth. It gives you the high level of that aha moment. And if you notice, as I went through some of these, it's not so high level that nobody would have never thought of it. These are simple things that we're looking at every day, that we're doing every single day, that is affecting the way other things are being done. So just really look at it's that simple, that looking at those simple things. The next section, in we're still in the same chapter 4, cultivating a culture of continuous learning. That's important. Cultivating a culture of continuous learning. As we're, continuous learning is, we can't just learn one thing and stop, right? That's why we see so many people going back to school, taking these certification courses, and not just to say, hey, I got another certification, or hey, I got another degree. It's continuous learning, because the world is constantly changing. Tools are constantly changing. Consumers are constantly changing. The way that we need certain things or want certain things, we're looking for you to provide those to us. And if you can't provide them, I'm going to go, okay, see who else can provide those things. So, again, don't get left behind. Some of the things we have in this section on cultivating a culture of continuous learning. Learning as a core value. Ooh, that's a good one. To foster a culture of continuous learning, organizations must establish learning as a core value. It's not just a checkbox on employee training programs, it's a fundamental belief that guides decision making and behavior. Leadership role modeling. Leaders play a pivotal role in setting the tone for the entire organization. When leaders actively engage in continuous learning, whether by pursuing further education, attending workshops, or seeking feedback, they inspire others to do the same. I just mentioned that about um, either whether you want to go to school, get another degree, taking certification classes, joining workshops, webinars. It's just that continuous learning. We can't stop. Investment in training and development. A lot of organizations, they reimburse their employees for continuous learning. Not only is that a plus and a benefit for your organization, because that means you're going to continuously have a strong team. You're going to continuously have those people seeing the trends, understanding what is or isn't happening, and just having those tools in their tool belt, as they keep learning. One of the things that's bolded under this section is empower employees to acquire new skills and knowledge. Encouraging curiosity. Employees feel free to ask questions, explore new ideas, and experiment with fear of failure. Feedback and reflection. Seeking constructive feedback. Leaders. A lot of times you ask your staff, hey, let me know. I have an open door policy. Come in, talk anytime. You verbally say this, but your actions are different. Your body language may be cold. You may be standoffish. Um, you may have a energy to where people don't want to say anything because either how you respond back to them, how you treat them in the future, or simply your body language. So leaders truly, 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 truly be open to getting that feedback, because that's not going to only make your team stronger, that's going to make you as a leader stronger and have a stronger team. So that is how you're going to be successful within those organizations. Knowledge sharing enriches, well, let me go back and read a little further. When employees share their expertise and experiences, it enriches the entire organization's knowledge base. This goes back to what I was saying on your energy when you are seeking feedback. Adaptable training methods. Organizations should adapt training methods to suit diverse learning styles, whether through traditional classes, online courses, or on the job training. Recognize, Recognizing and rewarding learning. Acknowledging and rewarding employees for their commitment to learning creates positive reinforcement. Reskilling and upskilling. Offering reskilling and upskilling programs allows employees to acquire new skills or enhance existing ones to meet the organization's evolving needs. This goes back to supporting those training and development. Reimbursing employees, or maybe even just pay for some classes and have those things out there. Learning from failure. Encouraging a culture where failures are seen as learning opportunities rather than setbacks is critical. It fosters resilience and willingness to explore innovative solutions. Monitoring industry trends. Staying informed about industry trends and technological advancements is essential for continuous learning. This knowledge helps organizations anticipate changes and adapt proactively. Support for lifelong learning. Organizations should support employees' pursuit of lifelong learning, whether it's completing higher education, attending workshops, or engaging in self paced online courses. Yes, we did talk about this before. We mentioned this in one of the other sections, but we said it again. It's repetitive because you hear it again, you hear it again, you hear it again, it's going to start sticking. So it's really Cultivating a culture of continuous learning, making it a long term commitment, will lead to a more adaptable, innovative, and competitive organization. After this section, we go into the role of reskilling and upskilling. We talk about that a little bit. So again, this is still in chapter 4. So make sure that you really are encouraging your staff, including C-suite executives down, everyone, encourage that continuous learning, join these workshops, training, certification classes, and the organization, look at a way where you can help with some of those funding, because a lot of times we want to take those things, but we don't. And the reason that we don't take them is because maybe we can't afford them. So if that is the case, have a program or something available to where they can come to HR or their supervisor or whatever your process is to ask, how can I take advantage of this? Better yet, have it on your website, have an internal site to where your employees can go to find out these resources, where they can apply, where they can submit, different information that's needed to approve them if that is what is needed. So again, thanks again for watching this video. Stay tuned. We have a lot more to go. We're only on chapter 4. And like I said, we're going to go through this entire book and give you some of those snippets of what we have in here so you can really understand why this book is a resource. So thank you again. Again, my name is Melissa Ambers.